My name is Amanda Stelb, and I'm the Associate Director for the Youth Farm and Market Project. I was formerly the West Side Program Director for 5 years. Youth Farm is a youth development organization that works with youth ages 9 to 18 at the neighborhood level. We work in 5 neighborhoods in the Twin Cities. We work in Lyndale and Powderhorn on the south side of Minneapolis. We work in Hawthorne on the north side. And then we work in Frogtown and on the west side of St. Paul. Youth Farm uses food as a tool for youth development. So we have greenhouses and gardens. We also do cooking classes, but we're also year-round. And what that looks like when we move inside is community dinners, community art projects, things that engage youth ages 9 to 18 on the neighborhood level and engage them in their community.
My name is Beth Ringer, and I'm the Program Director for the Frogtown neighborhood in St. Paul.
My name is JP Mason. I'm the Hawthorne Program Director for Youth Farm and Market Project, and I work in Hawthorne neighborhood in North Minneapolis. Right now it's just working through a lot of logistics, jumping through a lot of hoops in order to be able to install gardens, but it's also a lot of fun. You get to work with a lot of homeowners, work with community organizations, neighborhood councils, and so it's a lot of hoops to jump through, but also a lot of fun connecting with people in the neighborhood. You know, vehicles are definitely like a huge part of what we do, being able to, whether it's like pick up food or pick up kids, or move compost in the back of a truck, or you know, move tin shipping pallets. Like I moved 10 shipping pallets last night to be able to install some compost bins. Like there's a lot of different things that are going on, and to be able to develop farm sites and maintain them. And without the vehicles, without the transportation, we're just not able to do that.
The vans are not particularly reliable. And we use them a lot. I use them all the time. For example, during the summer, during our summer program, I spent about 8 to 10 hours a week driving kids to and from our program. So we really rely on them, but they're not reliable.
Just based on the nature of how the youth farm program modeling works, it's a very decentralized model. Our offices are based out of South Minneapolis, but we work in 5 neighborhoods across the Twin Cities, and so transportation to and from, whether it's picking up food or transporting youth, is extremely important to be able to offer quality programming. You know, we try to encourage youth to bike or bus or walk to programming as often as possible, or carpool, but you know, like a lot of times it's just not possible. Safety is a huge issue in a lot of the communities we work in, and being able to get kids safely to and from programming is important. So whether or not it's too late at night for kids to be walking or biking home, or it's just too far, you know, we have to have reliable forms of transportation. And so we do rely on the vans in order to be able to get kids to and from programming.
How would Youth Farm be different for you if we weren't able to take you on field trips, or if we didn't have the van? What would be different about it?
Less kids would be able to come to Youth Farm. There would be less field trips.
Do you like the field trips?
Well, I really like the field trips.
What do you like about the field trips?
Well, you get to have fun with your friends, and on the all neighborhood barbecue, you get to meet with all the other youth farms and see everybody and have a good time together.
So this is the blue van we're riding in. It's our biggest van. It is technically it's our nicest van, which doesn't say a whole lot. All of our current vehicles have their own challenges. This particular vehicle does not like the cold, so we always have to have 3/4 of a tank of gas in it, which we're almost at 3/4 of a tank right now, so we would almost need to fill it up. And then in the winter, we need to stop. We need to start it every single day, even if we're not using it. If it's cold, sometimes 2 times a day. So we actually have to set up a schedule to who's gonna start this vehicle in the winter, like during Christmas break and stuff. Otherwise, we use up all our AAA jump starts. We're riding with the windows up because we're filming, but the air conditioning died in this baby about 6 years ago. Painted van is our favorite van, but it's also our reliably unreliable van. So every day, particularly in the summer before I get in that van, we have to do a little bit of bonding together, so we have a good day together. We get in, we say, okay baby, you can do this today, you can do this. It's not going to be that long of a day, I promise I won't drive you too far. That's a little bit of what our bonding ritual looks like. Here with this blue van was, the blue van now, this blue van is the one who doesn't mind the heat, but this summer I was way out in Lakeville picking up some seed starts, and the entire gas tank fell out in the middle of like County Road 2 or something like that. So I was stranded for about an hour and a half. And I made some pretty good friends with the state troopers out there who pushed me out of the way. I was definitely in the middle of the intersection of County Road something and County Road something else, picking up some plant starts, and when I called AAA they didn't even know where I was. They couldn't find it on the map. So stranded out there with this guy. Programming doesn't happen at Youth Farm without our vehicles. We use it to transport our kids, to reach more youth. We use it for transporting our produce. We use them for hauling materials and compost and kitchen equipment. Every component of our program relies on these vehicles, and every component of reaching youth in the neighborhood. So they are one of the most important pieces aside from the youth themselves. Why is it important for us, for you all, to have vehicles at Youth Farm?
Drop off, pickup,
All neighborhood barbecue. Field trips.
material transportation,
Safety.
youth